Hey folks, well I'm finally back. It's been quite a while since I posted a video. I haven't been doing anything I figured warranted videoing, but today I've got something to show you. I've got a new tool, I guess, or an upgraded tool, and the first project that I made with it. Took me about a week or so on and off of doing the project, but I think I finally got it done, and I'm going to try to fire it up today and see how it works. Let me show you the tool first. Excuse the mess, but there it is. It's a new Hobart welder. I used to have a Lincoln 140 amp 115 volt welder, but it was a good little welder. Worked well, but didn't quite have the capacity for what I was doing, so decided to upgrade a little bit. This is the Hobart Handler 210 MVP. So it's kind of rated, they claim it's a 210 amp welder. I don't know, it's kind of funny how they do that, but in actuality I think it'll put out 150 amps maximum. For those of you that don't know anything about welders, this Hobart model, it's a good one. It's made in the USA. It's made by the same, or they're owned by the same parent company as Miller. Miller makes I think it's a 211, which is very much the same as this. Feature-wise, it's got a few extra features like the auto set and the infinitely variable voltage control instead of the tapped voltage like this one has. But the biggest thing I like about this is it's a 230, 220 volt welder. You can see the big plug here. But it also has the ability, this plug can be changed out. Let's see if I've got it here. Oh, it's in this container. If you can see it, the bottom there, you can swap that plug out and turn it into a 110, 120 volt welder for if you're hooking it up into spots where you don't have the 220 volt connection. So that's why it gives it some extra convenience. Now, I'm not a great welder. I'm just a computer tech that likes to do it as a hobby, but I have to say I like it a lot. Got it on sale up here in Canada at PV Mart for $900, so I think I did okay, and I'm completely happy with it. Now let me go show you what I built with it. As you can see, I got a disaster mess going on here. I'll clean that up later today, but I don't know if you've seen in other videos, there's something missing here. Had an old 3-barrel wood stove, ate a lot of wood, and didn't produce enough heat out of it, so I decided to make a new one. Here it is. Got it outside because I'm ready to fire it up for the first time. Make sure make sure everything works okay. It's made out of, you can see back there on the floor, that's a sheet of 1/8 inch steel. Got a full sheet of it. I think I paid $100 for it, Canadian. So, and I've used about half of it. I also had a bunch of scrap metal. I cut those legs off of the old stove and reused them. And you can kind of see the bottom is round. You can see the weld on the inside. The bottom is actually an old hot water tank. I actually got 2 of them from a friend that brought them back from the dump for me, so I cut them up and used them. I used the hot water tank because the steel's heavier. And yeah, I got this idea from online. Another fella did the same sort of thing, more or less. But so I did was I just cut the 24-inch section of hot water tank, and I cut these pieces on each end out of that sheet, as well as the side, so it's fully welded all the way around. And then let's see if I can get this open. If you look inside, I don't know if you probably can't see it. There you go. You can see it's completely enclosed, but there's a hole at the front that allows the smoke forces it to go up the front. And then move across and then out the back and up the chimney to try to recover a little more heat in this top chamber. So yeah, I made the door out of angle iron and another piece of flat steel that I actually recovered from an old bed frame. Welded that all up, glued in the fiberglass gasket, and made this out of the same flat bar, just a double section for the air intake to give me that overlap for the plate I made. That way I can control how much air it's getting just by sliding this open and closed. See what happens once this metal heats up, if that binds up or not. That latch is also made out of a chunk of scrap metal. And then went to PV Mart and bought a cheap wrench and turned that into a handle. I put this bolt on here. I'm not sure how hot this is going to get. Maybe I can put a handle or something on there that'll prevent the heat from melting my hand. Let's get her fired up and see how it works. Alright, well, I got a fire going in the stove. I'm not sure if it's because it's warm out or it needs to heat up a while yet, but I don't know if I have enough air intake. Might be a little small, because or else maybe once a person gets the stove hooked up and gets the chimney all hooked up and it heats up, so we can get that flue, or they call it the flue effect, where cold air outside causes the warm air to get sucked up and out. But fire wasn't burning super fast, but it's working. You can see how it really flares up when I open the door. But I guess that we'll see how it works in the winter time. But yeah, I'm happy with it. We'll see how it goes once it gets cold out and how much heat it puts out. I'm gonna stoke it up good and let it burn outside for quite a while to burn all the crap off the barrel, and then I will take a flap wheel and grind all the slag off or the splatter off, and take some barbecue paint, paint it up, and call it good. I'm quite happy with it. It's turned out a lot better than I could have imagined. I didn't know what I was going to do. We'll see also as well how hot that gets, but I think just having that bolt on there will do the job nice. So, in any case, winter is coming, so you'll see a lot more RC videos, projects, working on the Jeep and that sort of thing, because that's what I do in the winter time. I know a lot of my subscribers, that's why they subscribe to me, so stay tuned, there will be more to come. Talk to you later.